Those things up there, very bad. We do not want to pick a fight with them yet. It's not that we can't win, but it would be very difficult. Well, we're so fucked. So if anyone hasn't played this game before, you are in for a treat. This is one of my favorite, I don't know what you call it, dark fantasy, like open world exploration games. You'll see what I mean. We're gonna do roguelike mode because I love roguelikes. So we're playing with the hardest settings. And this game is pretty hard. Not so much in the gameplay itself, but in resource management. Like, for example, you know, you can fight a lot of enemies if it's just one or two of them, but like, they're probably gonna damage you a little bit. And then that's gonna cost you a fortune to fix. Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive is damaged and Captain Whitlock badly wounded. As first officer of the crew, look to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphine there safely? The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of waxed canvas, lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Leap across the wreck. You jump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running board of the Osmandius, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inwardly by a well-aimed barrage. Well, I don't think it really matters too much because I think all our stats are the same right now because we haven't actually made our character. This is like a tutorial. So let's be stealthy. We failed. Of course we failed. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks covered her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Or approach the bedside. Let's just approach the bedside. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hand grips your arm. Her skin is hot as a kettle. I've made arrangements. The Orphean will be yours, aka our ship. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. But promise, she breaks off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker, her request little more than a gasp. Promise me one last service. It was folly to visit one of the lands of the dead. Now you're all paying the price. It was worth it, she sneers, her voice suddenly firm, her eyes hard and bright. Let's go ahead and take our leave. Interesting. So he didn't actually tell us what he wanted. Is it because of the choice I made? I wonder if I could just go other places and not go there first. Like, what if we just took him over to... There's like a medic. Like a really good medic. Like up this way somewhere. It's been a couple years since I played, but I did used to play this game quite a bit. Nice. Nailed them. Alright, and off we go. Our first trip into the void. I don't think I've ever been to this location before, which is weird because it's so close. Alright, we're going to this creepy fog. What could go wrong? Yeah, 3 good hits. I don't think we should have fought him, actually. Now I realize who it is. We're gonna piss off that faction a little bit, but it's too late now. They're also pretty dangerous. Ooh, that messed us up. Come on. Phew. Alright, so we can check the navigation suite for probably like some useful like quest items. 1 Ministry stamped permit. That's not that bad, but they're pretty easy to get, so kinda was not worth all the damage we took. But we did level up, which is good. Now, these kind of areas can be dangerous. There's some really powerful monsters that can appear, so we do need to be careful. If we get lucky, we can find a weaker enemy and maybe blow them up and use them as repairs for our ship. Because we did get pretty messed up in that one fight. What am I looking at here? I don't know what that is. It's some kind of bug. I don't think that's actually supposed to be there. And you really just don't want to get hit if you can avoid it. Because you can only take so much damage, and it costs money to fix if you don't find like a... The crew of the Martyr lie dead in the corridor, killed not by your guns, but knives and small arms fire. The only survivor is the captain, locked in the brig with a bottle of brandy. Chalk eyes stare back from every wall. When he ran out of chalk, he began scraping them in with his fingernails. Little remains of them but bloodied stumps. Seen this before, Captain, says the crew member, grasping your arm. Sky madness. Magnolines can treat it if you can be bothered to take the poor sod. Let's bring Orpello on board. Alright, we're heading into the dark. It's kind of spooky. I don't think I've ever been in here before. Frost flingrees the window. The crew shivers. A pipe splits in the cold. Oh, there's something here. Maybe I have been here, because this looks familiar. Lustrum. On the upside, that means we can top up on some supplies. Oh, let's recruit this navigator first thing. And he also has an establishment affiliation now, so we'll have 2 in establishment and 2 in academy. I think it's time to start heading back. So we're gonna follow this wall over here. One of your engineers has taken an oath of utter silence. He refuses to speak or make any sound at all. He has gagged himself and wrapped rags around his feet to muffle his footsteps. He refuses to employ either wrench or hammer. He is not, as it stands, of much use. Yeah, that's fair. You harry them back to work with a carefully stewed mixture of encouragement and chastisement, but their obsessions only continue to consume them. You know, that's fine by me. At least he's working. Bum. The ruins of an ancient structure kissed by a long-dead sun. Ice-clad ruins, glaring sigils emblazon the stones, the fire angles melting the snow. Don't read them, Captain, your crew warned. These predate humanity. That's sketchy. Not our problem, I guess. Those things up there, very bad. We do not want to pick a fight with them yet. It's not that we can't win, but it would be very difficult. Well, we're so fucked.
That's gonna kill me! That's real! That lives with us on Earth!
And that's why, right there. Ram you, bitch. Boom. We got a dip. We do not want to come back here until we have the assaying devices, or whatever they're called. Because right now, there's no value in coming out here except to get my ass nearly blown up. And it's not too late to get completely blown up. Oh, it saw us. No, no, no. We gotta get home, man. We gotta get home. Oh, we got the minimum. Our primary goal is to find docking spots so that we can dock and take port reports. Oh, no, we blew up. Oh, that's the end of our first captain, guys. Alright, now we're going back in. No, it's him. Vengeance!
Are you prepared for the kind of death you've earned, little man?
Boom. That's what we should have done the first time. We found a nature reserve. Here, the Reach's verdant runs rampant. You see knotted vines and lurid fungus, and orange flowers bright as polished trumpets. What a mouthful. Nice. Time to go relax, have a very stiff drink. Yes, port report. First thing we're gonna do. A clump of cabins used by Ledbetter and St. Roger researchers as they plumb the catalog the secrets of the reserve. Enterprising captains may find the work for the company here. The other researchers introduce you. Did you know our colleague here, one indicates the ornithologist, is looking for the mythical bird whose beak pecks away at the mountain of eternity? There's the ants you wanted, my man. 300 sovereigns. We needed that, yes. Now we can just stock up on supplies right here. I don't have to go anywhere. Wish me luck. I'm gonna go pick a fight with those bees. Phew. I'm not gonna lie. That one made me a little nervous. Partial success? I gained 26 sovereigns. Alright, the question is, do I try to take this one too? Yes, I'm going to. Go, 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 go! Oh, nothing came out that time. I think it's time to head back. I know we bought supplies and everything. Our hole is not doing so hot. On the upside, our food has been doing fantastic because we keep running into this storm, which I think might also sustain our fuel, but maybe not because it looks like it just went down. I guess I'll kill some time while we're going through here. I was watching this video earlier today about some dude was at a casino. It was like a short, and they were like counting out his money, and this whole time he made like 18 grand. Right behind him, there's like the owner or manager was just like you can't step on the property for the next 5 years or you'll be arrested, and all that shit. And while they're doing that, this guy's counting out his money like 1,000 at a time, and like just before he's done, some other dude walks up and tells him to stop and put the money back in the register, and that they're just gonna kick him out. They're calling the cops to get him removed. So they didn't even pay him his winnings, dude. He made 18 grand. He got 10 grand of it because he was already given like a stack. And then they did not give him the other $8,000. That is insane. Can you believe that? Like, what is the point of gambling if the go-to play for casinos is, oh, you want a decent amount of money, you're banned, and we're not gonna pay you, right? Could you imagine that? The only reason he got the $10,000 is just because that guy had given it to him in like a full pre-bundled stack already. But they did not pay him like half of what he was owed almost. Yes, you can fix my clock, good sir. Yeah, dude, he was pissed. I hope something comes of it. He had it recorded, so, you know, they have evidence of it. Like, oh yeah, you can lose money here as much as you want, but don't you dare actually make any money. This place is cool. Tatania is cupped in the petals of a colossal orchid, heedy with scent, lurid with color. An enclave of bohemios have made it their home, seeking inspiration on the wildness of the Reach. Well, my condolences, Beans. I hope you have a good day. It's a spectacular place, isn't it? We couldn't believe that nobody else had colonized it after, well, whoever built all the crystal domes and spires. Honestly, I can't believe our luck. Something tells me this place will not be in one piece for long. Did you hear that buzzing? It does look like a giant flower, and the bees like flowers.
The missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't.
Sick turn. There we go. It is a decent upgrade, not gonna lie. Pretty sure we can go right through here. Oh, okay, I was wrong. And that hurts. It really looked like an archway. I was confident that was an archway. Next, we're gonna head this half of the map, see what we can find. And then soon we're gonna start just heading on big journeys just to go out and collect dock reports. As soon as I know where enough docks are and where they are, we'll find a good loop. Just realized my camera is hiding a whole bunch of stats. But you're not missing anything too important. It's fine. The sky is wrong. This is not where you were meant to be. Was it a trick of the mist? Has the wind carried you astray? Have your heavens themselves turned on their axis? We're gonna try it. Press on. Ooh, we got a failure. That's not good. The mist is soft at the windows. The stars have gone awry. You crawl onward. There's an outbreak of violent star madness among the crew. In time, you find your way back to a stretch of sky you can locate on your chart. Your journey continues. We lost a crew member, though. That's not great. And look at that. Our first dock. Part of our new loot. I want to get it up to 500 sovereigns per run. Ideally. Plus whatever we find on the way. Behold a rune of giants. Gargantuan blocks sticks all together, furrowed with moss and whispering with orchards. A bucolic village nestles among them. Smoke coils defiantly from the chimneys. A leisurely game of cricket unfolds on the village green. Visit the allotments. The contents of the allotments are unlike familiar vegetables, but it helps to look for the similarities. The bulbous squash is too lumpen, too spotty, too purple to be a marrow. It's more like a marrow than it is like a cucumber. The little fruits clumped on the serpentine vines are certainly not cherries. Cherries are not hairy. But they are closer to cherries than they are to, say, kiwi fruit. Or otters. Hairy cherries. Yuck. Who does this creature belong to? Bellows a man with rage. The Blemming he points to is a grizzled member of its species. The Blemming sits unconcerned with its tumulate. It nods its cap at you with grim respect, and then flops a tendril into a mug of stout. Or we'll settle the thing, and we'll have a mascot that will give me more iron and mirrors. Oh, okay. Well, we're done here. We don't have anything else to offer them to get that back up. Oh, yeah, look at that. I've missed. What's that gonna do? Oh boy.
That's gonna kill me. That's real.
That thing moves really weirdly. Good thing it seems to be stuck where it is. Sudden jolt. I think we hit something, Archivist. Your driver observes. The mists are thick. You could turn back and search for it, so we can get the attention of one of the gods. Or we can go back for it. Uh-oh. Trust no gifts, a superstitious Stoker once marked. If a thing crosses your path, offer it up. On the occasion, though, maybe the offering was not to the god's taste. You glimpse Leviathan shapes moving through the fog. No one is behind you. As you attend to your paperwork, you feel the incessant crawl of watchful eyes on the back of your neck. No one is behind you. It would be impossible, ridiculous to even entertain the notion that someone is behind you. As it turned out, there's no one there, just an empty room with a window offering a view under the star-sprinkled void. I don't know why he's so stressed out. That was a pretty tough fight, not gonna lie. He was a lot stronger than I thought he was gonna be. Let's just patch this up. I'd love to get some loot out of it, but I took a little too much damage to risk it. Alright, we're gonna have to stop in here, see if we can buy some more supplies. If we can, we can continue exploring. If not, we're gonna have to turn around here. The princess looks concerned. Why would you name a wood after a traitor? A sewer, maybe. Traitor's Wood is a sprawling, secluded forest on the edge of the Reach. You venture beneath its gloomy boughs, and legend speaks of a king who sleeps under the burrow at the wood's heart. A commotion in the cabins. The Stokers discovered a creature wrapped affectionately around his Toby jug, a gift from his aunt. The creature is as long as your arm and looks like a leech bred with an eel, is one of the guests. The guests are drawn to glimmers of sentiment in the broad, hard skies. One attracts others until they will fill a locomotive like the meat fills a sausage. By the time they move on, you'll have all been mashed to paste. If there's one, there might already be more. How the guests communicate with each other across such vast distances, but somehow word gets out. Ooh, we failed. Let's see what happens. You have guests aboard. Some guests have arrived, quality has gone. That's not good. I've never had that happen before. I don't actually know what's gonna happen with that, but it's probably not gonna be great. And I don't want to pick a fight with him. I prefer to fight the Tactites. They're softer targets. An eruption of gas in the engine room have ravaged your fuel reserve. The engineers had to evacuate, and the guests, their passions kindled by the boiler's sultry warmth, tangle in indecent congress. Please work. Yes. Although we're so fucked now. Alright, well, let's pull in here and buy some supplies, hopefully. Yeah, we can scavenge fuel for sure. Oh, we lost a crewmate, but we gained 2 fuel, which is good. Yeah, okay. Take care of that problem real fast. I gained a fuel and a supplies. Alright, we're so much better off. Now we can definitely just finish our... Yeah, we have enough now. We're just gonna head to all of these now.